Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando nesikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisiphote njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. Ngithi ngingena ku-X eyaziwa nge-Twitter ngizithela pheka nansi post ethi Salisbury massacre update. Number of deceased has risen to 12 people. The 12th person died in hospital this afternoon. Uzithela pheko dabulu nje ovela uzwe kuthiwa kunabantu abavele babulawa nje kule hostel. Ngiye ngafuna ukwazi ukuthi kwenze njani ngenhlahla. Ngithola ivideo omunye ubhuti osebenzela i702. Ngicela uzwe la.
So I'm at a hostel in Attridgeville in Pretoria where 25 people were shot, 11 people died in that mass shooting. It's at a tavern in Salisbury. This is the hostel where the tavern is located. There is a police helicopter hovering above this entire place. So really a terrible mass shooting that happened at about 4 a.m. in the early hours of this morning. Police say that among the people who were shot is a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old and a 16-year-old. The 3-year-old is the child of the owner of the tavern that is situated at this hostel. So it's a really terrible mass shooting. Police say that unknown men entered the hostel and specifically went to the tavern and started randomly shooting. I mean, I saw a video of what's inside the hostel and or rather the tavern, and the bodies are literally stacked up on top of one another. It's a terrible story.
Kuyadumaza ukuzwa indaba ezinje. Lapho uzwa khona kuthiwa kudubuleke ngisho ingane na3 years yashona. Uthiwa kunabantu abavele nje bafika badubula wonke umuntu nje obese khona ethaveni bamdubula. Limala abantu abawu25. Ekseni bebe u11 abantu njengoba ke makuqhubeka usuku kwatholakala ukuthi cha sebe-12 okwamanje abantu abasashonile laba abanye basalimele. Brigadier Adlinda Mathe, spokesperson wamaphoyisa eSouth Africa yonke, ukhulume kanjena namayelana nalolu daba.
I can confirm that a total of 25 people were shot. 11 have been confirmed as deceased, 10 died on the scene and 1 died in hospital. 14 are also injured and are receiving medical care at a local hospital. Quite an unfortunate incident. We are told that it happened just after 4:15 this morning, but police were only alerted to this incident at around 6 o'clock. This morning, we immediately mobilized our resources. We have our forensic experts as well as ballistics experts that are already on the crime scene. Our detectives are already on the ground, our serious and violent crime unit, just to piece together information on what may have led to this particular shooting. But we are told that at least 3 unknown gunmen entered this hostel where a group of people were drinking and they started randomly shooting. In terms of the deceased, the youngest is 3 years old. We've also got a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old, and the 8 others that are deceased are adults. We are still investigating the motive, but as I've indicated, maximum resources have been deployed to find those that are behind this incident. But I can tell you, Calvin, is that we are having a serious challenge when it comes to these illegal and unlicensed liquor premises. We've actually shut down between April and September this year. We shut down 11,975 unlicensed liquor premises throughout the country. We also, in that particular operation, through Operation Chanela, we've arrested more than 18,676 that were found to be selling liquor illegally. So the selling of illegal liquor illegally, rather, it's quite a challenge. And this is where most of these mass shootings are happening, where people get targeted, innocent people also get targeted and get involved in that crossfire. And that is why we are intensifying our operations. As I've alluded to, that 11,975 being shut down, it tells you that police are hard at work to try and detect and shut down all these unlicensed liquor premises, because it does indicate through our stats that that is where our problems are coming from, especially in terms of murder, because a lot of arguments are taking place at these establishments. They lead to people shooting at each other. We see innocent people also being caught up because people are being targeted at these liquor outlets.
Yaqonda ukuthi imisebenzi ayikho bese abantu bebuka indlela elula ezobafakela imali, kodwa kuyafuneka ukuthi izinto zihambe ngomthetho. Ngiyazi ukuthi ukube beyisemthethweni, mhlawumbe umthetho ubungeke uvume ukuthi kuthengiswe utshwala la ahlala khona lo baba lo nezingane zakhe, ngoba le ngane ena-3 years ese-affectekile, bungeke uvume umthetho. Okwesibili, zincane kabi iy'ndawo ey'khona la ezithiwa zivala ngale ka-2. Ngokwama-license nje abantu abanokuwathola, iy'ndawo lezi zokuphuza zivala ngo-2. Mhlawumpe lokho kuyasenza isimo sibe ngcono. Nalezi nkinga ey'khona-ke zokuthi abantu bathi bangaphuza baxabane bakhethe ukulimazana. Asazi ukuthi konakelephi, kodwa siyafisa sengathi labantu abadubule labantu bangabanjwa baboshwe, asidlulele phambili. A joint crime prevention operation in Gugulethu led to arrest of 5 suspects linked to extortion in the early hours of Saturday, the 6th of December. Members of Gugulethu SAPS and law enforcement spotted a suspicious white Suzuki on NY78, triggering a rapid response to ongoing extortion-related crime. When officers attempt to stop the vehicle, the driver sped off, prompting a high-speed chase that ended in Noorde Street. KTC, the vehicle was intercepted and searched, uncovered an undisclosed amount of cash concealed inside. Officers also found that the occupants offered no explanation for the money discovered during the search. Further investigation revealed that the white Suzuki had been hijacked in Mfuleni in November 2025. The suspects, aged between 22 and 27, were linked to both extortion activity in the area and possession of the hijacked vehicle. Police detained all 5 individuals without further incident. The suspects are facing charges of extortion and possession of a hijacked vehicle. They are scheduled to appear in the Athlone Magistrate Court on Monday, 8 December. SAPS confirmed that operations to curb extortion in the Western Cape will continue as authorities tighten enforcement in hotspot areas. Njengobuzwa nje nami la ngihlala ngakhona kuqhuma isibhamu ukuthi kwenzakalani angazi, kodwa nje isifiso sami ukuthi uma kusekuseni zingabi bikho indaba ezizothi khona abantu abalimele babulawa njengobuzwa siqhuma nje. Ngifisa sengathi singangathola mbiko akube ngokuthi labantu mhlambe basiqhumisa phezulu abasikhombanga kumuntu. Mpumalanga Police conducted an intelligence-driven operation early Thursday morning, resulting in the arrest of a 47-year-old Nigerian national for dealing in drugs. The arrest took place at a house in Valencia, Nelspruit around 5. Police units involved included the Provincial Organized Crime Narcotics, White River K9 Unit, Tactical Response Team, and Anti-Gang Unit. The operation followed information received about suspect drugs dealing and residents. During the search of the house, authorities seized 1.27 kg of suspected crystal meth, 1.86 kg of suspected cocaine, and approximately 28,000 rand in cash. The items were confiscated as evidence against the suspect. The 47-year-old was formally charged with dealing in drugs and is expected to appear in Nelspruit Magistrate Court soon to face prosecution. Into esisele manje ukuthi amaphoyisa akwazi ukunqoba lesihlava se-corruption. Iyakhuthaza indlela abawabamba ngayo ama-drugs nabantu futhi abawathengisayo lama-drugs. Kodwa nje uma kungase kuzwe nesu lokubamba nalamaphoyisa asebenzisana nabo labantu, ngabe kwenziwa omkhulu umsebenzi. Futhi ngiyafisa labantu abakuyibona ababeka umthetho lapha eParliament sengathi bangayibheka le ndaba. Umuntu otholakala edila nama-drugs akangayitholi ibheli, akahlale nje lapha icala lakhe alithethele khona. Futhi into enhle ngaye njengalo abanjiwe nama-drugs akhona as evidence. Akusiwo umuntu okusazothiwa ufuneka, yes khona amaphoyisa kufuneka approve phela ngoba umthetho waseSouth Africa uthi noma ngingabulala umuntu oningibuka, kodwa enkantolo ufuna kuthiwa ngiyasolakala ekubulaleni umuntu kodwa nibe ningibonile. Up until inkantolo yona ingithole nginecala. Umthetho waseSouth Africa umuhle ngalokho. Uthi awukwazi ukuthi uthi wena mina nginecala. Inkantolo efuneka ithi nginecala emveni kokuba sekuthula ubufakazi. So noma ebanjwe nalama drugs kodwa ke kudependa kwenkantolo ukuthi uma sekuthiwa liyakhulunywa udaba lakhona ilalela izethulo ezizuka from kwi-state nakwi-defense bese ithatha isinqumo. Kodwa ngiyafisa mina sengathi umuntu odila nama-drugs angangayithola ibheli ngoba lesenzo sabo sibulala izwe lakithi, sibulala iSouth Africa yakithi ekhululekileyo esiyithandayo. Yazi okubuhlungu labantu abenza lobugebengu awaseNigeria lesikhuluma ngayo kubo kuseNigeria, thina sinalo elinye ikhaya yilo leli. Uma ngathiwa konakala iSouth Africa yethu soyapi, ungcono wena makonakala la uzobuyela ekhaya, thina sizoyapi ngoba yili ikhaya leli. Angiyibambe le video, ngicela ukuze uphola kwakho la ku comment section ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani lonke lolu daba besilixoxa. Ngale kwalokho mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.